people. I hope you enjoyed that track, okay? That particular one is called Gangplay, and it's such a vibe. And we got the great artist on the line right now, ready to speak to us, okay? By the name of Mr Flava, straight out of Jamaica, okay? So make sure you give a warm welcome. Make sure you show him some love. He's going to be speaking to us, okay? Make sure you show him what we're all about right here on outradio.com. Big shout out to everybody who's tuning in. And he's here right now. Mr. Flava, you there?
Yeah, man, definitely. DJKat the Flava is here in live and living color, you know?
Yeah, man, for real. The listeners are listening to you. Let them know who is Mr. Flava. Let us know who you are.
Well, I am Mr. Flava from, a reggae dancehall artist from Kingston, Jamaica, you know? Yeah, man, artist that actually, emerging on the scene right now, you know, Mr. Flava, you know? Yeah, man.
Okay. And why do you call yourself Mr. Flava, or somebody giving you that name?
You know, actually, he's a friend of mine. Let me put this way. I'm a barber by profession, so we actually went. I don't reckon a shop named Flava, you know. So I said, I'm gonna give my name Flava, and he said, no man, call yourself Mr. Flava, you know. So,
okay.
So from there about, name come about.
Okay. So how did your musical journey begin? How did it all start for you?
Yeah, in Jamaica, you know, I'm from a place they call St. Mary, you know, so we have a lot of big artists from that parish, you know, artists like Capleton, Ninja Man, Barris Aman, Josie Wheel, you know, quite a few DJs, you know, so I mean, you know, I realized that you know, I have this talent, so I say I want to represent not just for Jamaica, but parish that actually I'm from, you know, so, you know, I decided to start DJ for my friends and, you know, and our relatives and things, and actually start performing on community shows, you know. So I mean, and then I actually migrate from that side to come and live in Kingston, you know, where the music is more, in full effect, you know. So I mean, I'm here in Kingston now, you know. I'm taking on this music, you know, with full force.
For real. So who inspires you? Who have you been looking up to? I know you mentioned a good collection of artists there, but who do you look up to?
There's so many artists that I actually look up to, you know. I don't really have an individual artist. I just love artists that do good music, positive music, you know. Music that they can actually inspire you in a positive way, you know. So I don't really have a specific artist that I say I actually look up to, you know, as my personal road model, you know. I just respect artists that do good music.
For real. So we just heard your song Gangplay. Tell the listeners a little something about that song.
Oh, that song, you know, Gangplay, that song was done by me and my little cousin, Shakra, you know, a very talented artist. You know, Gangplay is one of the songs of my collection that many people actually, like. You know, that is one of the songs that you know, I could say is favorite of all of, you know, the songs that are in my collection. That song is one that is I could say like a blast song, blast.
Okay.
It's going on pretty well.
For real. So, what would you like the listeners to know about you and your style of music? What would you like them to know about you?
Just expect, positive music coming from Mr. Flava, you know, and I think, Mr. Flava have a different type of, flow, different type of sound. Yeah. Mr. Flava is different from every type of other artists, you know, in the music industry, you know. You can hardly, clearly identify Mr. Flava, when you come back to a song, you know.
For real. So, what is it like in Jamaica at the moment? I know COVID-19 and all these other things, but what's it like over there in Jamaica? Tell us a little something.
Well, a lot of people taking serious precaution, you know, with this COVID is concerned in Jamaica, you know, because as I told you before, Baba, so I mean, actually, at work now, so that is why I put a just one like that, and I was actually, cutting a client, you know, so, with this whole thing, you know, and I can really plenty customer in the barber shop, you know, a lot of people actually staying home, you know, so,
yeah. Okay.
So we're taking it very serious in Jamaica.
Definitely. So, what's next for Mr. Flava? What projects have you got coming up? Tell the listeners out there.
Yeah, I got a couple of new tracks, you know, working on, a song, supposed to get in the studio anytime soon now, you know, to do a song, for this, promoter, this production team, Red Snapper come out of Canada, and actually have a song, actually, coming out shortly with I did for this tiny Dante record,
For real, for real.
A lot of new tracks, I've been doing for the other day, that we cannot do any physical show like that, so I just keep on doing music and promoting.
Yeah, for real. So, after our interview, we're going to be playing the song Rumors that you did with Nastia. Have I said that correctly?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us about that song.
Nastia is from Germany, a great artist as well.
Okay.
That's another big song with Mr. Flava, Nastia.
For real.
Mr. Flava, Rumors.
Yeah, man, definitely. So, for those who are listening right now, what would you like to say to them about the music business, and what advice could you give them who are locked in and want to get into that business?
Yeah, I could actually say, to these young artists that coming up, people that want to get into this business, to be that big star, I like to say to you, young artists coming up, just keep on doing music, it being a passion, and just do music, not just music for the hype, but music that can actually reach the big market, that international stage, like the Sean Paul and the Butu Bands and the Coffee, so I keep saying, if we notice all these songs that get this Grammy, this Grammy and getting that international,
definitely
global platform. They're not slack songs. They're actually cultural music and music with substance. So I mean, I always say that it's best to do good music, positive music. Those are the songs that last.
Definitely. So, how can people get in touch with you? Let them know your socials and how they can get in touch with you.
Yeah, well, for Facebook is Mr Flava, MrFlava, the Mr and the Flava together, and Mr Flava Colin Greenwood. And for YouTube, it's Mr Flava Colin Greenwood as well.
Okay.
And for Instagram is Mr Flava 42.
Okay.
Yeah, at Mr Flava 42.
For real. So you know what?
Yes.
We're coming to the last little bit of the interview, and we just wondered if you would sing a little something for the listeners out there, a song of your choice, just to give them a little flavour of you, Mr Flava.
Well, this song is called I'm Hustle.
Okay.
I hustle all the way. Hey. Hustling Mr Flava say. Hey, DJKat. No care what they want, no chat say. I know this fear fuck say. Hey, got to make it one day. Hey. I hustle all the way. Hey. Hustling Mr Flava say. Rock radio. No care what they want, no chat say. No, this fear fuck say. Got to make it one day. Hey, Mr Flava, he's a hustler. Hustle pa me corner. I grade me off it at the best boy, yeah. I forget rich, me never die no papa. You mad? Money for you run like the pipe water. I saw me let me receive me finger. Bamboo see flavor, the girl them treasure see them. House big, skyscraper got all. Camera fi see the intruder. See ya flavor, hustle all. Yeah, man, that's a flavor.
Yeah, blessings for sure. So,
Yeah, man.
Is there any final thoughts or any final words you'd like to say to the listeners out there before we go? And of course, let them know one more time your socials so they can link you up.
Yeah, man, you can link me on Facebook, Mr Flava, Colin Greenwood. Yeah, and YouTube, Mr Flava, Colin Greenwood. And Instagram at Mr Flava 42.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
For real.
Yeah, man, respect.
Definitely. So any final thoughts for the listeners out there before we go?
Yeah, I'm saying to the listeners and all my fans across the world, I really appreciate you people, being a part of my, musical journey, and I really appreciate you people, I'm accepting the music that Mr Flava been putting out, so I mean, Just can't listen to Mr. Flava, and I will never disappoint you, when you come in, about,
Yeah.
good music, so I'll always be putting out good music, good stuff, so you can actually be inspired, by my music.
For real, for real. I just want to say thank you to you one more time for taking the time out. It's always appreciated. And of course, we'll speak again very soon, yeah?
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure being on this, wonderful platform, especially, with you, DJKat, you actually see, actually interviewing all these big artists,
Give thanks.
So, I mean, that within itself tell me that Mr. Flava actually in places,
Yeah, man, for real, for real.
Appreciate,
Big shout out to you, yeah? Have a good rest of the day.
Yeah, my respect, man. Thanks again.
All right.
Respect.
Bless up, bless up. Yes, people, please do go and support Mr. Flava. Go and check him out. Go and see what he's all about. You got his socials, okay? So if you want to see any of the tunes, any of the vibes that he's got, okay, make sure you do go and support the artist. Because, of course, it can only happen with us, right? So this next tune, as I said, is featuring Nastia, okay? Mr. Flava featuring Nastia. And this tune is called Rumors. Have a little listen. Here we go.
Don't let them win, don't be the fool. Let's work it out. Rumors are the biggest tool. Don't let them win.